Hush your mouth talking all that noise. You can hate all you want, but we still them boys. Dirty, dirty D, Texas where we stay at. We inside an order till you know that's where we play at. Hey, this year, this the payback. Yeah, we them Cowboys, and nah, we don't play that. Work. This is Cowboy Nation. Work. Welcome to Cowboy Nation. Work. Y'all can keep on hate. Work.
Cowboys Nation, Cowboys Nation, Cowboys Nation. This is the post-game reaction show. We took a loss. I know it. I'm not happy about the loss. We definitely had opportunities to win, and we didn't win. But this is not a 3-14 team. No, that wasn't a 3-14 team. We were in a slugfest with the defending Super Bowl champions. The Cowboys came to play. They made some mistakes. They did not play a perfect game. I thought in order to win, they were going to have to play a perfect game. They didn't play a perfect game. And part of the reason they didn't play a perfect game is Miles Sanders. That's going to be the very first thing that I talk about. Miles Sanders is slow. Miles Sanders is old and he's slow and he needs to be cut. That's what I'm saying. Miles Sanders needs to be off of the field and we need to bring in the rookie. The fact that we did not play the rookie today is really, really disappointing. Maybe he still has a little bit of an injury. I don't know. There could be a number of different reasons. But I'm telling you right now, Miles Sanders does not need to be on the field. I mean, even the long 49-yard, if that was Jaden Blue, we'd have won that game. We'd have won the game. It'd have been 27-24 ball game. But it wasn't Jaden Blue. It was Miles Sanders, and he is slow. Cut him. I didn't like it. I was hurt. I was. I have to apologize to you guys because apparently I was wrong. And I know we played the defending Super Bowl champions, and they have one of the better offensive lines in the league. But woo, we missed Micah. Yeah, it was a lot of just stand back there and throw the balls going on. And we didn't have horrible coverage in our secondary. I mean, Jalen Hurts beat us with his legs. And that's not Micah there. That's Micah may or may not have been able to do that. But the fact that there was no pressure on the quarterback hardly at all until we started bringing in blitzes. I still saw some of the same stuff from Donovan Ezraku. Like it's like he's not ready at the snap of the ball. I don't know if he's still trying to figure out what he's supposed to be doing, or I got to go back and look at it. These are initial reactions. I need to go back and look at it. But, man, when I look at it, I'm just like, man, we cannot get pressure. James Houston came in and had a couple of splash plays. I told you to watch out for that guy. I think he needs to be on the field a little bit more. But, whoa, we missed Micah. And I'm hoping that that's not a true statement when we start to go against some of these other teams. The Giants is next week. They're not a horrible football team the way they used to be, but they don't have the same line as the Philadelphia Eagles. So I don't know. I don't know what to say. I'm just hoping that we get better, but we played a good game. I mean, that doesn't mean anything because we took a loss. I kind of had to, I was pulling for the boys, but if you look at my prediction, I said that we were going to lose this game. I also said we was going to win the next two. And that's still what I believe is going to happen, especially after seeing what we saw today. Hopefully we get a better pass rush against a team that doesn't, maybe their offensive line isn't quite as good. But we didn't get a good rush. I mean, Dante Fowler, I didn't really see, anything that I like there. Sam Williams made a couple of decent plays, but nothing as far as pass rush was concerned. I mean, they didn't play horrible football. Don't get me wrong. I'm just simply saying from a pass rush standpoint, initial reaction, I just didn't see a lot of pressure at all. A lot of just sit back and throw the ball from Jalen Hurts. And when he couldn't throw the ball, he would just take off running. And we didn't have an answer for a quarterback taking off and running. We need to figure out an answer to that, Matt Eberflus, because if we don't, we're going to have problems when we play the Washington Redskins and the Green Bay Packers and anybody else that has a quarterback that knows how to take off down the field. So that needs to be figured out. I don't know what else to say about that. Our offensive line, just another reaction, just something else that I'm thinking about as I listen to Fly Eagles Fly from my neighbor, apparently. Offensive line did decent in the run blocking. I was actually really disappointed that at the end of the game when we had a chance to win, that we didn't rely on our offensive line just a little bit more from the run game. I felt like we had some really good rushes, played some good game just as far as the type of runs that we were doing, some outside, some inside. We were getting 5-6 yards a pop on a lot of our runs, although in the last drive, I think they had kind of brought it down to 2 and 3 yards. But for the majority of the game, we were doing pretty decent there. And then we had an opportunity and we put it all in Dak's hand, which I'm not 100% opposed to putting it in Dak's hand when you have a chance to win. And honestly, it would have probably worked out if CeeDee Lamb would have caught either of the two passes that he dropped. And he knows it. And I'm not talking bad about him because, it's CeeDee Lamb. He's proven himself to be one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. But in this particular game, between Miles Sanders and CeeDee Lamb, those are the two reasons why we did not win. Miles Sanders wouldn't have got caught and or wouldn't have fumbled while we still had momentum going into the end zone. I think this game would have been won by the Cowboys, but unfortunately it was not. I have a lot of film to watch. So I don't want to give just too much of insights. These are just kind of my initial thoughts. These are the notes that I wrote down in my phone and kind of how I felt initially about the game. You got to love the fact that this team that everybody has doubted all offseason, everybody has said that they're only going to win 5 games. They're only going to win 7 games. The Eagles are going to blow them out by at least a touchdown. That's not what happened. You got to love the fight. Oh, my goodness. You got to love the fight. Did you see the boys coming out? I'm talking about Turpin. He was yelling and barking. You had CD. You had Pickens. We had players out there was like, I don't care who you are. We are the Dallas Cowboys. We came here to play tonight. That's what we had. That's what I loved about tonight. I know we lost the game, but I love the fact that we came out to compete. Shadi been talking about competing. These boys came out to play some football today. They did. We lost the game. I ain't got no excuses for that. I can point out the fact that there was some horrible non-hold calls. I can say that. I can point them out. Or sometimes when Jalen Hurts ran around the corner, you was literally having, rape from the offensive tackle to our defensive ends. And that's the only reason that they couldn't get back out to the quarterback. But there's no really no need to make any excuses. We had chances to win, and we didn't win. We passes dropped, fumbled balls. We needed to play a perfect game. We did not. We lost to the defending Super Bowl champions. But this is still going to be a year for the Dallas Cowboys. Listen, our run defense, yeah, that was different. Yeah, Saquon Barkley got 62 yards. Yeah, Jalen Hurts had to take off running. You know why? Because they wide receivers was covered. Yeah, this defense different. Yeah, this ain't the defense that Y'all was talking about that we were going to have to play in a slugfest. Yeah, we were playing the defending Super Bowl champions, and they were able to score, but they had to use all of their resources, and it wasn't Saquon Barkley. It was literally Jalen Hurts after his receivers were totally covered, having to take off and make some moves and win a game for this football team. Jalen Hurts did that today. He won the game for the Philadelphia Eagles today. He did what he had to do to win. He didn't win it with his arm, but he definitely won the game with his legs. Every team's not going to be able to do that. The Dallas Cowboys are going to be all right. That's my initial reaction. The Dallas Cowboys are going to be all right. I'm sticking with my 11-6, guys. I'm sticking with the 11-6. The Dallas Cowboys are going to be all right. I'm going to watch some film, and I'm going to come back and we're going to talk to you guys a little bit more about kind of what happened. I think tomorrow we have a special segment with the Dallas Cowboys Sports Talk guys. We're going to come in and probably break down kind of some thoughts after we've had an opportunity to really process this loss and try to get into what we need to do to fix some of these things. So I'll see you guys tomorrow in Georgia.